Hey you, it's Bea the Prop. Oh, I got a little tickle in my throat. As I was saying, it's Bea the Prophet here, and I am ready to guide you through a Law of Attraction reading. Welcome, and welcome back. I appreciate, my throat. Each and every being joining the meeting. Follow me now in this infinite moment for a message for the collective and individuals. Set an intention for this meeting. You already know what you want the reading to clarify. You attracted this reading, and I'm cooperating with you. It's mutually beneficial. As I'm pulling the cards, use your intuition as well. Let us know any additional connections you made in the comments below the video, and the collective will benefit from the collective intuition. This is a body, mind, and spirit message addressing the basic human needs for self-actualization aligned with the 9 chakras. Let's start with why Spirit has called this meeting. Let's see what we have. This is the 8 of fire in the position of spirit, aligned with the crown chakra, which it's what you're meant to understand. So this is the current focus Spirit would like to bring in to the reading. I need to say that before every reading, I shuffle the deck, and when cards jump out, then I take that as the sign that the reading, that the cards are ready to speak. And this is the card that fell out, and then you saw how much trouble I was having shuffling the cards. And then we have the 4 of water out in the position of mind. In the last reading, it was in the position of health. So perhaps you are thinking about what I said. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, Spirit wants me to go ahead and talk about the 8 of fire. The 8 of fire is about fast moving energy. It's a card of momentum. The affirmation with the 8 of fire is you create your own success. So this is a continuation of the last reading. Oh, Spirit wanted me to tell you guys about what happened with the red beans and rice. So the same night that all of that happened with the red beans and rice, and you have to go back a few readings to find out the story. I'm not going to tell the whole story again, but I ended up getting a call from this restaurant that I had visited, and they sometimes offer if you visit a business, sometimes they'll put your name in a raffle. Well, anyway, I ended up getting a free delicious dinner. It was sushi. I love sushi. Sushi is my feel-good food, like with the omega-3, 6s, and 9s that are available. Like, I feel like my brain is just oiled to perfection, like a well-oiled machine, and I don't know, I just feel like that does my body good, those omegas. And so I ate a really delicious meal. I did not eat the red beans and rice that night. I ate a really delicious meal that I didn't have to pay anything additional for. And I ate the red beans and rice the next day, and they were absolutely delicious. So smoky. So smoky. There's cards on the floor, guys. Let me just grab those. I'm going to do it this way. These were the last 2 cards. Let's see. We have the Page of Water, the release card, which is similar to the death card. We have the chariot card. Again, the 10 of fire, the high priestess. Oh, sorry. Maybe the high priestess goes over here. The high priestess. Nope. The 8 of earth and the high priestess. The high priestess is going to be in our answer position when we get there. So all the cards that we need came out. So let's get into it. So we were talking about the red beans and rice and how delicious that was. But let's get back to the actual reading. In the position of mind, which is again aligned with the earth star chakra, this is what you are meant to acknowledge. And that's why I was wondering if you saw the last reading and you were thinking a little bit about what I said, maybe even you're thinking about trying it. What do you have to lose? Not really anything, right? A day of feeling good. Anyway, the 4 of water is about failing to recognize a magical opportunity, missing the point. So maybe that is the current focus of your mind and what you're meant to acknowledge. Maybe you missed the point. I hope not. I wish you well. And then in the position of body, we have the page of water. This is aligned with the Gaia chakra, and this is what you're meant to trust. We have the page of water. The pages are always talking about optimism. So this is optimism with your feelings because we're talking about water, right? But the page of water is known for being a card of psychic abilities. It's a court card, so we're in between the minor arcana and the major arcana, but it's a card of intuition, a card of, I'm hearing openness. Look for ways to appreciate yourself. Appreciate yourself. Oh my gosh, these bodies are incredible. We put our bodies through heck, right? We put them through hell. We depend on them. They need to be reliable. And if they get out of line in any way, we just totally give up, like, oh. We don't appreciate that, how hard our body is working in our behalf. We don't appreciate how hard our inner being, our connection to source, is working on our behalf. So if you can't find anything else, appreciate and feel good about the breath you took this morning. Appreciate that you have all of your 5 senses, if that is the case. Appreciate that you have all of your limbs, if that's the case. If that's not the case, I'm sure you have found a way to compensate, and appreciate that you found that way to compensate for what you don't have that other people take for granted. We take ourselves in and out for granted all the time, but it's a miracle that you're here. Every day you're born, it's a miracle. I feel like I'm preaching. I'm not trying to preach. The words are just coming out. So, here we go. Back to the reading. In the position of security, we have the release card. Like I said, this card is similar to the death card. So I was just saying, every day we're born, which means every night we die. Every night we stop everything in our reality for a moment in time. It seems like nothing has happened. Like when you wake up, you might watch the news. I don't recommend that. But then you hear about what happened last night. You're not aware of it while you're asleep. It's almost as though time is standing still unless somebody tells you what was created in the night by other people. But it wasn't created by you unless you were dreaming, and then that's a manifestation in and of itself. But this is how you feel about your sense of security, that something needs to be released. Something needs to end for new beginnings, right? That's obvious. Spirit. Oh, here we go. You need to release situations or people that hold you back. Then we have in the position of health, which is aligned with the sacral chakra. It's what you care about, the wheel. A turn of fate. This is what you care about. This is what needs to be nurtured or cut out. Sudden or unexpected progress. So that needs to be nurtured. And then following that up, we have the Chariot. The Chariot, like I said in the last reading when this card came out, is the card of free will. It talks about rewards that come from the hard work, but that expression is being misinterpreted because the work is not hard. The work is to enjoy. The work is to be in joy, because that is where your source is, in joy. So get in there with your source. Go in with source. Go within. I heard. Successfully balancing priorities. Then we have in the position of belonging, we have the 10 of fire. So the 10 of fire talks about working too hard or too many hours, but putting down that burden and letting others help you. It also sometimes talks about health problems that may come from stress. And I was talking about at the beginning, appreciating your body even when it goes down, because when your body asks you to rest, that's the best decision for it to do its work. And you're not even involved. Like maybe you take some medicine and that's helpful, so your body can have some respite from the symptoms. But pretty much the cells just work together and get the job done, and then you recover, and then you realize how amazing your body is for a little while, and then you forget again. Well, that's how it works for me and people I know, because I've asked people, I've talked about it with them. Anyway, in the position of the actualization, we have the 8 of Earth. The actualization position is aligned with the throat chakra. So it's how you will express yourself in the actualization. So the 8 of Earth is about learning all you can about a subject, like going back to school or taking classes, like seminars, or you know what I mean? Not necessarily a formal school, but seeking out knowledge and information. It could even be like finding a mentor. It has to do with your attention to detail as well. So the release card in the wheel, they're clarifying this page of water. I'm sorry. So I'm going back and forth, like an involuntary movement. I don't know why. Then I just read this. release the wheel. It reminded me of how people say, Jesus, take the wheel. So your spirit, your guides, whatever language you use, they know what you want. You've already put desires in. Every time you're upset about something, you desire something from that experience. Every time you sit and revel in what you desire, it's clear, and the whole of who you are becomes that, bees that. And then all you have to do is allow. So you can release the wheel. That's cute, right? I thought it was cute. I was like, why does Spirit keep saying that this is clear? Bringing my attention. Okay, let's see if we can get words of wisdom from this deck that would further clarify the reading. Words of wisdom. Spirit is reminding me that in the last reading, I forgot again to put the additional cards in, and how I was saying in the last reading, Spirit was trying to get me to do the reading, and I was, thinking, my ego was thinking, I'll remember, and Spirit was like, you are so forgetful. Kindness counts. Interesting. Kindness counts. So, those are the words of wisdom, and I'm not getting any additional message from that card. It speaks for itself, is what I'm hearing. It speaks for itself. So I don't know. Maybe there's an opportunity for you to be kind coming into the very near future, and it will really count. I'm just hearing that. Really count. Really count like that. I don't know. And then in the position of the answer, we have the High Priestess. So here we have another card of intuition. We have a court card, and then we have a major arcana. In the answer position, which is aligned with the intuitive chakra. So it's what you're meant to see, what you're meant to realize. Spirit is correcting me. I've been saying learning, what you're meant to learn rather, but it's realize. Now I'm thinking of this poster that I saw once, and it said real eyes, realize, real lies. Real eyes, realize, real lies, as in someone telling you a lie. So maybe someone will tell you a lie, and what you can do is give them grace, give them kindness, even though they don't deserve it. Interesting. That's look forward to the components of this message showing up. But before I'm not going quite yet, I want to get a card to see what influences are at work, Spirit. What influences are at work for this actualization outside of you? This deck is so testy. It doesn't, it speaks when it wants to speak. So 2 cards came out. Let's see what they are. Pushing the page around, we have Stellar Gateway Activation and the Central Sun. Stellar Gateway Activation is about infinite potential, manifestation. Manifestation vortex. Infinite potential and your manifestation vortex. If you don't know what your manifestation vortex is, you're not familiar with Abraham Hicks at all, then your vortex is where your desires are, like in another dimension. It's real, when you desire it, and then you have to realize it because nothing is coming in from other planets. You happen upon what you desire. It's already on the earth. It was already getting ready for you to finally desire it. That's your manifestation vortex. So this stellar gateway activation is highlighting that there are infinite possibilities, and it's highlighting your manifestation vortex. Now, the central sun is about abundance, downloads, regeneration, and success. Oh, I was at work. I have a whole job, guys. And there was this creature, like this giant centipede, and every time in the restroom, and every time I went to the restroom, it was there. And it was like a centipede or caterpillar or something like that. But for whatever reason, when I looked at it, I kept thinking of the scarab beetle. I don't know why. I don't know what the scarab beetle represents. I know it represents something, especially I'm hearing in the Egyptian culture. But I don't know. I'm being told to look at the book. Let's see. The central sun. I haven't. Oh, I found it. I was like, I don't even know. Okay. Our sun is the center of our solar system, solar being the key word. All the planets orbit it. We use this journey to measure time, space, and even our birthday. The sun helps us connect with our journey and see how far we've come. It is just far enough away to create the perfect conditions for Earth to become abundant with life. In ancient Greece, the sun was known as Helios. In ancient Egypt, it was Ra. Now I'm hearing how people who speak patois say Ra, Ra. So just, I don't know. Anyway, worldwide, the ancients knew the importance of the sun. The earliest sky gazers worshipped it because daily it would disappear over the horizon, leaving the darkness and mystery of night. It was clear that it had governance over life and light. So we learned early on that the sun was needed for us to survive and thrive. The sun is therefore a vital energy vortex in the physical realm. But on a spiritual level, it is a portal of divine light that we connect with through the inner universe. It's a spiritual gateway representing the center of the multiverse, a sacred energetic portal that irradiates infinite inspirational light. It's saying the great central sun is shining brightly in your life upon your world. In order for you to go beyond your horizons, it's important for you to welcome new energetic exchanges. When you help others, you let yourself be helped in return. When you invest energy in projects, you let energy be invested in yourself. I can read better than that, guys. Anyway, at the heart of the matter, we have the Queen of Wands. So the reading has been talking about manifestations and your vortex and your desires, and this is clearly a continuation from the last reading. The Queen of Wands is the manifestation card. She's the law of attraction card. If any avatar in the deck gets what they desire, it's the Queen of Wands. That is what I have for now. Take this message however it resonates for you and look forward to the components of this message showing up in the coming hours, days, and weeks in different ways. That's just how the law of attraction works. Until next time, remember, you and you alone create your reality. Enjoy.